What's going on, guys? I am so happy for this episode, this show. As you can tell, it's Monday. Normally we do the Movie Idiot show on Fridays, but I wanted to do an open spoiler discussion about Amazon's The Boys. I just finished it, obviously, on Friday. I was able to finish the whole thing on Friday. And I gotta tell you guys, it is amazing. It is amazing. I am so... I can't tell you how happy I am with this show. This is one of my favorite shows on right now, obviously, and I've said this more than a few times. The Boys is just... man, it's... I can't even come up with the words half the time, right? It is such a great... Obviously, it has a lot of shock value, right? And everybody knows that. You can tell that just from the previews, right? Like, everybody knows The Boys is all about shock value. But what it also is it's about character-driven stories. Character development. It's a superhero show that really delves into real hard issues and real character-driven stories, and I love it. I love this show, and we're going to talk open spoiler, again, I'm going to say it again, open spoiler discussion. What does open spoiler discussion mean? It means I will be talking about things that happen in The Boys Season 2 openly. So if you have not seen all of The Boys Season 2, tune out now. If you have seen all of The Boys Season 1 and 2, talk to me. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I'm excited. And so I'm going to start by going kind of character by character, going through each and every character from this season, or the ones that I felt had the best storylines anyway. And I'm just going to kind of talk about each and every one of them one at a time. And please, you guys, when I'm talking about characters, throw in your thoughts. I want to know what you guys thought about The Boys Season 2. Again, this is an open spoiler discussion, which means I will be talking about things that happened directly on the show. So if you've not seen The Boys Season 2, please tune out now. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but this is an open spoiler discussion. And how can you interact with this open spoiler discussion, you may ask? So, obviously, you can interact in the comments section below, as always. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Facebook Live as well. You can also interact at Movie Idiot 1 on Facebook or Twitter. You can hit me up there. Or you can always do the best thing. The best thing is, of course, the tip link. Streamlabs.com/movieidiot. And when you use the tip link, you help support the show and help support what we're doing here. And I would totally appreciate that. Not required in any way, by the way. You don't have to use the tip link, but it would be super nice because then I can keep investing in the show. We can build this community, and that's what we're looking for. Anyway, I'm going to delve right into it here. The Boys Season 2. So, again, I'm going to go character by character, and I'm going to start with our boy Huey. Huey's first up. And so I got to say, last season of The Boys, the first season, I felt like the first season was Huey's season. It really was about Huey. It was about his journey. Obviously, with the way it started with his girlfriend getting run over by A-Train. And I felt like it was his adventure, his journey, meeting Butcher and meeting the rest of the boys. And I felt like last season was really all about Huey. I feel like season 2, Huey got kind of pushed back a little. He wasn't the main guy of season 2. And I still loved Huey's story arc. And Huey's great. I do enjoy Huey in The Boys, but I do have to say that I feel like Huey became more of, I don't want to say secondary character, but let's just say 1A, right? So, I mean, this season I felt was way more about Butcher than Huey, but I did like a lot of Huey's story arcs, and there are certain things about Huey's story that I don't necessarily like. So, for instance, and I really wish they'd stop kind of pushing this narrative, because they were doing, a lot about, they'll delve into, in season 2, they were still delving into his feelings about, his fiance or girlfriend that got run over in season 1, when it's plainly obvious that he is super in love with Starlight, and he's not really having real feelings about his girlfriend that got killed anymore. So I don't know why they keep trying to go back to that story arc. It's a dead story arc in my opinion. And I kind of wish they'd just leave that one alone. So that's one of the things I don't like about Huey. What I do like about Huey is he just keeps growing a bigger set, man. Like he stood up to Butcher and tried to whoop his. He failed miserably, but he tried to whoop his ass. And Huey's just kind of growing up a little in front of our eyes a little bit, and I loved that about his story arc this season. I thought that was really cool. I like the dynamic with him and Starlight. I don't love it. I don't know. I just maybe I need to see more. Maybe we haven't seen enough of that yet. But I like their relationship. I don't love it. But I typically enjoy most of the time when Huey's on screen, and of course Huey is played by let me pull that up. I want to make sure I have that because I should have the cast right in front of me here. That'd be smart, right? He's the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, I think, right? God, it's killing me right now. I can't believe the boys. I should have had this already. Sorry, guys. Cast. There we go. All right, I'm just going to pull it up on my phone really quick. Here, and we'll get the full cast pulled up so I can talk about all of them, and I'll have all their names. Why can't I think of his name right this second? Full series cast. Here we go. So Jack Quaid, there we go. So yes, he's the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. So, and you can if you look at his picture, man, you can totally see the combo of both of them. And I think that Jack does a really good job playing Huey. I really do like him in the show. And the Huey character, all in all, is good. But I will say that I felt like in season 2, the Huey character was more of a secondary character. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think about Huey. And we're just going to jump on to the next main character. And that is going to be this guy right here. Oh my God, Giancarlo Esposito is the actor, and his the name of his character. I have to look this up because I couldn't remember his name. Stan Edgar is his name, but played by Giancarlo Esposito. And dude, every time he's in something, whether it's Breaking Bad or whether it's The Mandalorian or whether it's now The Boys, he just plays the best villainous dude. And it's that calm, cool demeanor that he has when Homelander is up in his face. And Homelander in this show is the strongest superhero there is. He is basically Superman, but just angrier. And Homelander is up in this dude's face and he's not even flinching. And you just knew this guy has got something up his sleeve. You know, he's thinking 10 steps ahead of Homelander. And I just loved it. I really do. He was perfect casting for the role. And I'm so glad they brought him in. I really love him as the head of Vought. I like him way better even than Elizabeth Shue's character, who had a cameo in this season. And we'll get to that when we start talking about Homelander a little bit. But, yeah, I got to say, man, bringing in Giancarlo Esposito was awesome. And the character, again, what was his name here? Hold on, let me I just did it. I just had it. But bringing him in, I thought was just a great Stan Edgar as the new CEO of Vought. I just thought it was a brilliant stroke, great casting, great all-around character, and really helped the story develop. And so, well done. That's what I thought. So, but what did you guys think about Giancarlo Esposito in the role of Stan Edgar as the new CEO of Vought? Let me know in the comments below your guys' thoughts, and I'm going to move on to the next character on here. And that is our boy, The Deep. The Deep. The Deep had a really interesting storyline in this particular season. First of all, Like the fact that he gets saved by like the church of the collective. And what's with the fresca, by the way, with the church? They never did explain what the deal was with fresca. Like literally at the end, he's like, "Fuck fresca," and I was like, "What? What was the whole point of fresca?" I still feel like there's something missing there. Maybe there's like a storyline or something that could be happening or does happen or whatever with the fresca stuff. I feel like that's going to be a thing. I really do. Maybe even in season 3 they'll go to it a little bit more and they'll delve into it, because I really don't know. But the Deep, man, was he this another, like, he's just vile, right? But he starts to try and turn himself around a little bit, but then but he isn't, because he's the Deep. And he's just a douche. But the part where he takes what'd they give him? LSD, I think it was? Where they give him LSD. And his gills are talking to him. His gills are ripping on him, telling him how much he hates women and how much of a piece of shit he is. And oh my God, that scene was phenomenal. And yeah, I really did like the way they used him. Again, more of a secondary character, but I love the way they used him. The Deep was a really good part of the season. Some of my favorite parts of this season actually had with the Deep. Obviously, the scene with the whale, amazing, just amazing. That was awesome. So all in all, I liked the Deep character this season. And yeah, so what did you guys think? How did you guys feel about Deep's storyline? Were you into it? Did you get freaked out about the talking gills? Yeah, what did you think about him joining the Church of the Collective? Let me know. Comments below. Let me know your thoughts on it, man. And we'll move on to the next character here. And this girl, what's her name? When I looked it up, it says the female, but like I feel like she should have a name. Hold on. No. Nope. I'm trying to find. Oh, Kamiko. Yeah, there we go. Kamiko. Yeah. Yep. Kamiko is her name. Okay. She was amazing in this season. Her character is such a badass. I love her. She is awesome. And the side storyline with her brother I thought was really good, really well done. I love how they had her doing sign language, and how Frenchie's starting to try to learn it now to communicate with her. But man, and again, spoiler discussion, so if you've not seen The Boys, these are major spoilers coming right now. But when Stormfront killed her brother, oh my God, dude, this girl, and then when she just starts like doing contract hits and she's ripping people's faces off, and God, her character is such a badass. I love her character. I love it, and I can't wait to see more. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about her when I get to Stormfront, because her rage for Stormfront after Stormfront killed her brother, and just the visceral anger that she had, but then the fear too, because she was genuinely afraid of Stormfront as well. And God, this actress killed it. Her name is Karen Fukuhara is the actress's name, and my God, just phenomenal job. I was very, 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 very impressed. Just so good. And again, just that her anger, at Stormfront, her relationship with Frenchie, I thought was really well done. Again, there's a definite chemistry between those two on screen, and it shows. And I love this character. I loved what they did with her in season 2, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about her when I get to Stormfront. But she was awesome. But again, what did you guys think about Kamiko? What did you guys think about her whole story arc in season 2? I thought it was great. I thought they did a great job. Again, a supporting character, but some really great, strong storylines with her character as well. Very well done. I loved her. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Kamiko, and I'm gonna jump on to the next character here, and That's our guy, A-Train. A-Train. So, A-Train, obviously, last season had a very strong role. First of all, he's, he's the dude who literally killed Huey's girl. So, that was a big deal. Relegating A-Train kind of to the background this season, I kind of actually felt like it was the right move. I felt like his story arc played out more or less. I love how, he got kicked off the 7 because, obviously his heart is screwed up now after taking all the Compound V. And I love how they had him join the Church of the Collective with the Deep. I liked that. I think they used him well, but they didn't use him as much, which honestly they didn't need to. I felt like that story arc really did get worked out a lot last season, and I almost feel like at this point it would be okay if they killed off A-Train. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Not that I don't like the character or anything. I just feel like at this point there isn't a whole lot more there, especially if his powers are in jeopardy. I just feel like at that point there's not much. But him being the one who finally turned around, because first he was on to Starlight when she was finding the info out, or when she actually leaked the info on Compound V, and then him turning around later and then giving her info on Stormfront, I thought was an awesome little turnaround and a twist. I thought that was really good. But yeah, all in all, I feel like, I do feel like, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like his character's kind of played out. And maybe next season they will do a better job, or some kind of way of totally proving me wrong. I mean, I'm totally open to that. But I feel like at this point, A-Train is kind of played out. There's not a whole lot more to do with him, I feel like. But it's not about me. It's about you guys. What do you guys think about A-Train? Did you like his story arc in this season? Did you not? Do you feel like there's more of the A-Train story to tell? Or do you feel like me, where I just kind of feel like it's done? His character, has kind of run its course. I feel like he's probably going to be the next one to die. But I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Anyway, let me know in the comments, and let's talk about our next character. And the next character is Maeve. Wow. Maeve's story, awesome. Awesome story arc this season. You really got to learn about who Maeve is this season. Last season, Maeve was just kind of a bitch, right? She was just kind of bitchy. And yet, there was the airplane scene, and you got to learn a little bit about her last season. But this season, they really opened up Maeve, and you got to see the real. And it's almost like fourth wall breaking, because she was when she was talking to her girlfriend, she's like, you said you wanted to see the real me. This is the real me. And you really get to see the real Maeve and see just how tormented she is and how just stuck she is almost the entire season, and how stuck she's been in Vought, and how afraid of Homelander she is. And man, I'm not gonna get into it until I get to Stormfront, but man, the payoff at the end with Stormfront and her and Starlight and Kamiko, so great. I loved Maeve's character this season. And just again, the actress, her name is where is it? Maeve. Oh, there we go. Dominique McElligott? Dominique McElligott, I think that's how you pronounce it. She crushed it. Maeve was amazing this season. I really did. Like I said, the story arc, and again, as a secondary type character, they really leaned on her as a supporting character to show just how terrible Homelander is, and just how terrible Vought is to her. She's just been pushed around, and that's why the end was so great. to see, you know, when Maeve finally kind of stands up and stands her ground a little bit. She's just tired of it, and you can tell, and I love it. Maeve's character was awesome this season, and I really, really enjoyed her whole story arc. Just phenomenal. Again, and also like how they were just how Vought is trying to, all of a sudden they flipped and, oh, it's okay that you're a lesbian. In fact, we're going to use it, and, you know, here we'll market how much of an amazing thing it is that you're gay and la 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 la. And it almost put her to the point where like she didn't even care anymore. Like it went from something that was the best part of her life, and Vought just ruined it. And you could just see how much it was just killing her. And God, yeah, Maeve was awesome. Loved Maeve. A great, great character arc for this season, and I cannot wait to see what they do with her next season. So, but what do you guys think? Let me know. Do you guys like the Maeve character? Do you like her story arc? Do you like the actress playing her? Do you think they did a good job with Maeve? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm going to jump ahead to our next character. And that is our boy Frenchie. Dude, this guy has killed it. Again, The Boys is such a great... Part of what makes it so great is these are secondary supporting characters, and yet they have such great storylines, and Frenchie is no exception. I already talked a little bit about his relationship with Kamiko, which is awesome. And again, their chemistry is awesome. Just a great job with that by both actors. But they really dove into Frenchie too this season. You really got to see a lot of his history, and you know, the dude who OD'd and how he was like following Lamplighter around, and he actually ditched out on his mission to help his friend. And you get to really see the heart of Frenchie. And then when he sees Lamplighter for the first time, and he just flips the fuck out, even though they're on a mission, you know. And I really loved his story arc, and they just keep doing a great job with him and building on who he is, and I really hope they continue with it. And also the relationship with him and Kamiko, and how, and you know, how he was fighting with her brother, and you know, again, like I keep saying this, but they just do such a great job of building these characters up, and the actors do such a great job of portraying them, and so many deep emotions, and just the roller coaster ride of it all. And Frenchie is such a great character in this show, and they really also show him off a lot too on his brilliance and how smart he really is. Some of the cool stuff that he did, you know, to fight the Supes is amazing, and I did enjoy this character. Frenchie is awesome. Awesome character. I really enjoyed his story arc in season 2. But again, not what I think. What do you guys think? Comment, man. Talk to me, guys. This is an open spoiler discussion. I want to hear from you. You know, let me know what you guys think, man. Did you like Frenchie? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below, and we're going to go on to our next character. And the next character is Starlight. I gotta tell you, I was kind of on Starlight this season. Again, kind of like Huey, I felt like, well, she was an integral part of the season. She almost wasn't. Like, it was weird to me anyway. Like, she did some of the biggest things that had the biggest chain reactions, and yet for a character who was doing such big things, she didn't stand out as much to me. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the stuff they were doing with her mom or whatnot, which I thought that was good. I mean, her interactions with Stormfront were great. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about her. I mean, obviously the actress did a great job, so I'm not poo-pooing on that or anything. I don't know how I felt for a main, because she's basically a main character. For a main character in the show, I just felt like I should have felt her impact more, especially with the fact that she was doing so much to push the story along, and instead I just felt like for somebody doing so much, I just didn't feel the impact as much, I guess. I don't know. But I will say the chemistry again with her and Huey is great. I do want to see where that relationship ends up going, how they maintain that. So I'm very curious to see that. Like I said, I just feel like she did so much this season, but I just felt like the impact, I didn't feel it as much. I don't know. I can't even quantify it. Maybe I'm just being stupid. I don't know. But she definitely had a lot of storylines with her. The interactions again with her and Stormfront. The interactions with her and Maeve, the interactions with her and Huey, the interactions with her, and oh my god, when Homelander has her pinned up in the elevator, I thought for sure he was gonna fucking kill her right there. Man, that was such a good scene too, and she did a great job. The actress did a great job in that scene too as well. I don't know. For some reason, Starlight's not my favorite character, and I don't even have a good reason why. I just don't. But I really felt like she had more impact last season, even though she did more this season. And that's weird, right? I feel like that's a little weird. I don't know. Anyway, it isn't about what I think. It's about what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. What are you guys thinking? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. I want to hear your thoughts. All right. Let's go to the next one. And we're going to go to Homelander's kid right here. There he is. And let's see, what was his name? Hold on here. Let me pull it up. I forget the name of his son right this second. I'll have it in a moment. There Ryan. It's Ryan Butcher. Played by a kid named Cameron Crovetti. Dude, wow. The whole storyline with Homelander and his son and Butcher's wife, Becca, man, this kid killed it. I think this kid killed it. You could just see, like, he loves his mother so much. And you could just see that, initially he was like, oh, Homelander, but then, like, he's realizing how much of a dick Homelander is. Homelander pushes him off a roof trying to get him to fly. Like, and then, Homelander's, like, screaming at his mom, and the kid, like, gets between Homelander and his mom, and he's protecting his mother, and pushes Homelander down so you can see the power in the kid, like, just so many things. And, when Homelander and Stormfront take him to the mall, and he starts freaking out, God, this kid sold it. He was so good. I felt this kid. Like, you know how I was saying I didn't feel Starlight as much? I really felt this kid. This kid crushed it. Great part of the story. Really emotional stuff coming from him. And really drove the Homelander character the whole season. Like, it expanded so much on Homelander, just and showed how nuts he is. God, he is nuts. Homelander's crazy. And the way this kid interacted with Homelander, it was perfect. I really liked the kid. I thought he did a phenomenal job. Amazing storyline. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. And I am definitely thumbs up on the kid. I like it a lot. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Comment below. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. This is Boys Season 2 spoiler discussion right here on the Movie Idiot channel. And we're going to go to our next character. And speaking of the kid, we're going to go to Butcher's wife, Becca. Give me a moment here. So Becca. Wow. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Talk about a secondary character that was just amazing. She was phenomenal. Your actress on Becca is... Let's see here. Hold, please. She's so good. The actress's name is... Why can't I find it? It's all right here in front of me, and yet I can't seem to find it. There it is. Chantel Van Santen. Chantel Van Santen is the actor. Becca Butcher was one of the strongest parts of this season. This actress acted her ass off. You believed every scene she was in. Her straight up fear and loathing and furious anger with Homelander. The way she stood up to him. Wow. Just wow. I mean, again, you're talking about the strongest being, the strongest superhero on this show. Well, I should just say soup because he's not much of a hero. But the strongest soup on the show. And all she does is just stand up to him time and time and time again to protect her son. This woman killed it. And this was one of the deepest, best story arcs in this show. And man, does she crush it in every way. And then, and again, this is a spoiler discussion, when she dies and the kid melts Stormfront, my God, holy shit. It was just awesome. Just such a powerful scene. So great. And so many other scenes that were just so phenomenal. Like when she's just pleading with Homelander to just leave them alone and go away. And he does, and just when she meets up with Butcher finally, and the chemistry between those two, this actress killed it. She killed it. I loved this character. It was one of the best storylines by far, and she sold it. Just a great, phenomenal job. I loved her character. And again, it's just the total, complete terror and fear of Homelander, and yet to be able to be that strong and confident to step up and stand up to the strongest person in the world. It was just amazing. I loved this character. She was so great. I'm sad to see her go. Oh. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. I'm sad to see her go. I'm sad she died because she was just killing it. Just awesome job. Phenomenal job. So I really appreciated that character. And yeah, that's kind of how I feel. How do you guys feel about Becca Butcher? Hit me up in them comments, man. I want to hear some of your guys' comments here. Talk to me about The Boys Season 2. Again, we got the open spoiler discussion going on right now, and I'm going to jump to the next character, and that is this lovely lady right here. Not really. Stormfront. Oh my God. Wow. This actress also killed it. Stormfront, played by actress. Let's see here. Hold on. No. I gotta find it. Sorry, guys. Stormfront. There we go. The name is Aya Cash. Or Aya. It might be Aya Cash. Yeah. Her character was great. And Homelander is obviously the overall villain in this show, but Stormfront, God, she made you hate her even more than him. I didn't think it was possible because he is such a terrible person. But she is a whole nother level of terrible. Even the way she starts out as the cocky, young, new, one of the seven. But she's so damn smart. And she plays all of them. And man. Starting with the scene where she kills Kamiko's brother. Where she's chasing him through the apartment building and literally just frying people. Just innocent people. They're just in her way, so she melts them. Just fries them. Killed them. Just because they're there. And then when you find out she's a Nazi and that she's, hundreds of years old or over 100 years old. Oh, here, guys. Just phenomenal acting. This actress killed it, and this character was so terrible, but in the most amazing way. Just you hated her, and for every reason you should. I mean, just hated her, and that's just great character development, great writing. You got quite a bit of her background story in a very short amount of time. She was only in 6 episodes, I think she was in, of the 8. She just, in that short amount of time, the show made sure you knew who she was and knew that you didn't like her. Like, she was awful, and man, was it awesome. And now I'm going to get to the part that I really wanted to talk about, and that's the scene. It's a redemption scene for a lot of people, because Stormfront was awful to a lot of people. She was awful to Maeve. She was awful to Starlight. She was awful to Kamiko. Of course, she killed Kamiko's brother, right? So the scene in the finale where Starlight, Maeve, and Kamiko are just whooping that ass. They are beating the shit out of Stormfront. And yet, Stormfront is still holding her own through most of that fight. But they straight up are beating the ever-loving fuck out of her. And when she broke Kamiko, and that's how much of a badass Kamiko is, when Stormfront snaps her neck and she's laying on the ground, and then then she's overpowering Maeve and she's overpowering Starlight. All of a sudden, Kamiko gets up and cracks her neck back into place and jumps right back to the fight and starts whooping that ass again. That scene was the best. It was such a payoff, because this woman is such a bitch the whole show, and just such a horrible human being. And yet the payoff of watching those three just finally getting to beating on her, and they still couldn't kill her. They still couldn't finish the job. And then she takes off. And then there's the scene when Becca dies and the kid sees his mother die, and he just melts the shit out of Stormfront. Stormfront's laying on the ground talking in German, just literally a melted corpse. God, that was so great. You don't want to see people hurt and die, but you want to see her hurt and die because she's so awful. It was phenomenal. Stormfront's character was a great villain. Great. Right up there with Homelander. Right there with Homelander. I don't know how, but they made you hate her just as much, if not more, than Homelander, and that's hard to do. And what an amazing job by the showrunners of this show and the writers. They killed it, and of course the actress killed it. Such a great job. You love to hate Stormfront, and I'm glad she's gone. Adios. But man, that was a great character, and I can't wait to see who they bring in next, because wow, just wow. And yeah, so what did you guys think of Stormfront? Obviously, most people hated her, and as they should. Damn it, she was awful. Let me know in the comments below. Again, want to hear your comments. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Again, this is an open spoiler discussion of The Boys Season 2. We're just about done here. I got 2 more characters to go. Again, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this show. What are your thoughts? And let me know, again, comments. I'd love to hear it. I definitely want to, kind of interact with some people here. So, hit me up, man. I want to know what you guys think of The Boys Season 2. We're going to go to the next character here, and that is Billy Butcher. Billy Butcher. And damn, Carl Urban was awesome as Billy Butcher in Season 2. Butcher's character, you just keep learning more about him every episode he's in. He's kind of like, he's an onion, right? He's got layers, like in Shrek, onion ogres are like onions, they have layers. Billy Butcher has so many layers. And he's the dude who, like, you don't know if you love him or you hate him, or if you should love him or if you should hate him. And then you finally get to a point where you're loving him and he does something so idiotic. And then you start getting to a point where you hate him and he does something so heroic. And God, Karl Urban just kills this character. He has got him down like perfect. And man, I love him. I love this character. I hate him at the same time, but I love him. Between the stuff with him and Huey and just the whole contentious relationship with those two, the whole season long, where he just can't quite tell Huey he's doing a good job, and he can't quite, tell him that he actually loves him. He loves the kid, and he can't say it because he's such a hard ass. And then, he finds his wife, and he's such a selfish bastard that he finds his wife and wants her to abandon her own kid. And you're like, is he going to really make her do it? And then he sells her out to Vought, basically, and then backs out. And he's just a dude who can't seem to get out of his own way, but then, like, every once in a while figures out how to do the right thing and make the right choice. And it's such a perfect mix of just a tormented soul who kind of he doesn't want to be the hero, but ends up being the hero because he just, as much as he wants to do the wrong thing, he ends up doing the right thing. And it was just phenomenal. And at the end, when Becca dies, his wife is dead, and he's furious with that kid because his wife's dead because of him. And yet he knows that she would want him to take care of the kid, and she would want him to be, so he's there for the kid. And for that selfish man to do that selfless act, just awesome. It was just awesome. Billy Butcher is by far, I think, one of my most favorite characters on TV right now. Oh my God. Him, Billy Butcher, and Vic Steele on, not Vic Steele, what the hell is his name? The robot guy on Doom Patrol. God, those two just tormented characters that always seem to make the wrong choice, but every once in a while they make the right choice. And that's Billy Butcher, and he's a very, very tormented soul. And let me see if I can pull this up, because somebody texted me the other night, and they really went into detail about this, and I thought it was a really good analysis. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here, because it's really, really awesome. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I know this is like, not the most thrilling stuff when I do this, but I really do want to share this because it was such a great analysis of Billy Butcher. Here we go. So this guy says, Karl Urban's character is such a beautiful paradox of apathy and the intrinsic desire to leave the world a better place than that in which he exists. And I just thought that was a really good description of Billy Butcher. He so doesn't care. He only cares about himself. He doesn't give a shit about anybody else. He's just wanting his revenge and all his selfish things. And then when the rubber hits the road, though, he's there, and he's there for his friends, and he's there for his people, and he does end up making the right decision, but it's almost begrudgingly, and it's the best part of Billy Butcher. And that was a great description there that somebody texted me the other night, and I thought it was very apropos. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. So what did you guys think about the Billy Butcher character in The Boys season 2? I thought he was phenomenal. I thought Karl Urban did such a great job. And so let me know in the comments below your thoughts on that. And I got one more character. I wonder who it's gonna be. Yep, the one everybody loves to hate, Mr. Homelander. He's the final character I'm going to talk about today. And he is Homelander. So Homelander, of course, played by Anthony Starr is the actor who plays him. Homelander is... Oh, man. It starts in episode 1, right? With the milk. Ugh. It just right away, it makes you cringe. He makes you cringe and squirm. He's so fucked up. This guy is so messed up in the head. He's the most powerful being on the planet. And he's so screwed up. And it starts right away. And there's that. And just his taking control of Vought, basically, or trying to, but, Giancarlo Esposito's character stepped up and didn't make that easy for him, and hasn't made it easy for him. But the scene where they bring in another person for the 7, and, it's like this blind guy, kind of like a Daredevil-esque character, and he's like, well, what happens when I do this? And he just crushes his ears. He's like, don't bring me weak-ass fucking people, or whatever he said. It just... Oh my God. And that was the first time that what's-her-name, the kind of the assistant lady, saw how terrible Homelander can be, which she also does a really good job too, by the way. The Ashley Barrett character played by Colby Minfie. Yeah, just the way. So from that point, then, obviously the power struggle between him and Giancarlo Esposito, and then also his want to hunt down Butcher and the whole crew, and then also everything with his son, and to watch his son slowly see how awful his father is, so like just how terrible of a person he is. And you slowly see that. And you can see, initially, like, the son was excited because Homelander's his dad, and then, like, it just slowly drains from him because Homelander just can't help but be a douche. Like, he had every opportunity to literally look like a fucking god to his own child, and instead he just looks like a total douche. The scene, oh my God. So they did bring Elizabeth Shue back for that little cameo. The scene with the shapeshifter, who is pretending to be Elizabeth Shue's character. And then he ends up killing him because but he makes him be himself first and then kills himself. It was just unbelievable. And then the dynamic with Stormfront, and you knew, like, the whole time it's just building and building and building. You knew they were going to fuck. I mean, come on. You knew it was going to happen. You knew that they were going to hook up. And then they did. And then just those two characters combined. What a diabolical pair they were, too. And then again, with his son again, and just the two of them, and introducing, this is my girlfriend. And, well, you don't need your mom because you have her now. And then, of course... all coming down to the end. And I felt like the climax, dude, where he just roasts all the SWAT guys in that house, and then, he's going to just take his kid, and he's going to kill Butcher and everything else, and he can't because Maeve ends up saving the day with the video, and then Maeve putting him in that position where not only then at the very end, then, not only does he have to swallow his pride, not kill Maeve, not kill Starlight, but pretend they're friends, and then he's so angry about Stormfront because his son killed Stormfront, but he has to put on this thing because Maeve gave him the choice. He could have had his son. He could have went away with his son, but Maeve was like, it's either your son or everybody's love for you, and he chose everybody's love for him, so he had to put on that face at the end and pretend like he was totally happy, even though he was furious. And you could just see it. The most powerful being in the world, and yet he's being held by his own ego. It was just a perfect, I don't even know, a paradox, a perfect storm. It was so great and so fitting that he was stuck in that problem where he in order to maintain his perfect image, he has to give up his son. So fucking awesome, and it was so deserved. And then, of course, the scene at the end, which, by the way, that scene, on the internet, it's referred to as the soup goop scene, where, of course, he's standing on top of the tower jerking off, and he's saying, I can do whatever I want, I can do whatever I want, and then he obviously reaches climax and just repeating that, I can do whatever I want. And it's just, it was so awesome. But that scene was actually filmed last season. They had cut it out, and I was so happy that they put it in because, as somebody else just told me recently, it actually works better this season than it would have last. And that scene of him on the thing, just going to town, right above the whole city, just pants down, it was perfect. And he's just... You love to hate him, and the actor does such a great job of selling how terrible of a human being he is, and so great. And again, I can't wait till next season just to see where it goes, and I'm waiting for him to snap. And there was the one scene, oh my god, the one scene where he flies down and he's talking to all the protesters, and then like you see him like laser them all, and then he snaps out of it because he's just imagining it, but I keep waiting for him to do that, just to take over. He's just to be like, screw it, I'm taking over the world. Because nobody can stop him. He's the most powerful being in the world. And I keep waiting for it to happen. And maybe it'll be next season. But, yeah, again, crushed it. An amazing job by the actor. Amazing job by the showrunners. What an amazing and terrible character. Just so great. And yeah, so that's how I feel about Homelander. What do you guys think? How are you feeling about Homelander season 2? Did you like his story arc? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on that. And then I didn't include him on here, but I thought Black Noir also. I felt like he didn't get a lot of screen time or anything like that, but I felt like the little bit of screen time that Black Noir got, I thought was great. The scene where Black Noir is beating the shit out of Starlight, and then Maeve comes and shoves an Almond Joy in his mouth because he's got a peanut allergy. I thought that was cool. If you know anything about the comics, there's a thing with Black Noir that I won't say, even though this is a spoiler discussion, but I really hope that it's true. But as of right now, they haven't gone down that road. But so I'm very interested also to see where they go with the Black Noir character. I feel like that's another character that they can really expand upon. And yeah, so all in all, this was an amazing season of The Boys. I think it was even better than last season, and last season was awesome. This season was even better, and I cannot wait for next season. Again, this is, if not my favorite, one of my favorite shows on TV right now. I cannot recommend it enough. The Boys on Amazon, so great. And yeah, and I guess that's going to be it. That's everything I got for my spoiler discussion on The Boys Season 2. I want to thank anybody who watched today. And again, comment below, guys. I want to know your guys' thoughts on all of it. And if I missed something, if I missed a character or if I didn't talk about somebody, let me know. I'm trying to remember everybody. I was doing the best I can. So if I forgot a story arc or something, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the whole show or whatever I may have forgotten or whatever. Did you like the show? Did you not? Which characters were your favorite? Which characters did you think were terrible? Talk to me, people. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's do this. And again, thank you all for tuning in to the Movie Idiot channel. And of course, you can check in anytime with me 24/7 again at the tip link here, streamlabs.com/movieidiot. You can write in a tip comment and I will read it on the show. The regular Movie Idiot show will be on Friday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will do the normal Movie Idiot show. So hope to see you all then. And until then, I will catch you all later. Oh, yeah, but of course, I always forget this part. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because we want to build our film and TV loving community so we can have stuff to talk about. And we do it right here on the channel. And I appreciate, again, everybody who tuned in. And I am going to get out of here. I will catch you all on Friday. Everybody have a great week. And I will see you Friday. Yeah, peace. See you later.